Picture this: the electric atmosphere of a Grand Slam final, where two tennis titans battle it out, and a coaching legend drops bombshells about their intense rivalry. It's the kind of insider scoop that could rewrite how we view the sport's biggest stars. And trust me, you won't want to look away. Boris Becker, the iconic former world number one, stepped into the role of Novak Djokovic's coach for 3 pivotal years, from 2013 to 2016. This was a time when Djokovic was bouncing back stronger than ever in his career, and Roger Federer stood as one of his fiercest competitors on the court. For those new to tennis, Grand Slams are the 4 biggest tournaments: Wimbledon, the US Open, the French Open, and the Australian Open, that crown the year's top players, making victories there the ultimate bragging rights. During this era, Djokovic faced off against Federer in 3 of these high-stakes finals, while Federer himself was experiencing a bit of a comeback in his own legendary journey. The two players, Djokovic and Federer, have never exactly been buddies off the court. Think polite nods rather than deep friendships. And Becker has now opened up about the candid advice he shared with his protege right at the height of their clashes. But here's where it gets controversial. Becker's insight into why Federer looms so large as Djokovic's top rival, especially at Wimbledon, the prestigious grass-court tournament in London. Djokovic has often spoken about feeling less supported by fans compared to Federer and another rival, Rafael Nadal. Becker pointed out that this disparity played a huge role in fueling their rivalry, particularly because of the enthusiastic backing Federer got from the Wimbledon crowds. In a revealing bonus episode from the High Performance podcast, Becker explained that he told Djokovic something eye-opening. The fans weren't necessarily rooting against him. They were simply cheering wildly for Federer. Roger was already his #1 nemesis, especially at Wimbledon. Becker recalled, A, because he was so good, and B, because he was so loved. He went on to say, "So you always play against Roger Federer and the center court." And I was able to explain to him that these people are not against you. They are only for Roger Federer. So don't take it personal, and then try harder to find a way for them to love you eventually. And this is the part most people miss. Despite the uneven support, Becker believes Djokovic has finally earned the admiration he deserves in the twilight of his career. We really bonded over the time. You know, we call each other family, and you know we're very careful with that word. But Novak's family story is much bigger, because he comes from a very difficult country, difficult family background. And to overcome all this and win 24 majors and just laugh every record in the face is because of his spirit, because of his character, and his personality. And last but not least, he's getting the respect he deserves. For beginners wondering about the impact, Becker's coaching style seemed to click perfectly with Djokovic. Together, they clinched their first Grand Slam win at Wimbledon in 2014, where Djokovic defeated Federer in a grueling 5-set showdown. That was just the start. They racked up 6 Grand Slam titles as a team, including another Wimbledon victory over Federer in 2015. Plus, Becker helped Djokovic reclaim the world #1 spot, which he held for over 2 years straight. To put it in perspective, imagine turning a struggling athlete into a dominant force. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about. Let's break down Djokovic's standout achievements during Becker's tenure. Best ranking. World #1 for 122 weeks. Titles won, 14. Grand Slam titles, 6. Becker hasn't limited his coaching wisdom to just Djokovic. He's also briefly mentored Holger Rune for about 5 months. And there's buzz about potentially working full-time with Alexander Zverev, though nothing's set in stone yet. Now here's a thought to chew on. Is Becker's take on the crowds being for Federer rather than against Djokovic a fair spin, or does it downplay the real bias Djokovic faced? And does this rivalry still shape how we see these players today? Do you agree with Becker that Djokovic's personal grit overcame everything? Or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate.